So hello and welcome. My name is Carolyn Cowan. I am a senior yoga teacher at Try Yoga UK in London, tryyoga.co.uk. We are hosting The Big Breathe for the extraordinarily stressed out times. And one of the things I teach is pranayama, breath manipulation, and I'm also a trauma therapist specializing in anxiety. So perfectly positioned to be here. If you could put yourself on mute, that would be fantastic. Let's explore the breath. We have half an hour. The breath is a very extraordinary way to reset the stress system. You know you're in the stress system in two very, very simple ways. The first is if your thinking is contracted. If your thinking is contracted, this means that you're feeling anxious, you're feeling stressed, you're feeling scared. If you're thinking that you've been left out, you're abandoned, you're unloved, you're ignored, if you're judging, if you're feeling less than, you're in your stress system. That's how you know. It's very simple to know if you're there. The other way that for many of us, we know we're in our stress system is because we're hyper audient, which means we're hyper listening for danger. We're hyper watching, and that includes screens, interestingly. We're hyper watching, we're checking Instagram, we're checking the news. Of course, with what's going on, we can't not, but this triggers the stress system. So how we think and what's happening on our face. If we're frowning all the time, we're in our stress system. We've always been taught that the stress system has its own rules. Please mute yourself if you're unmuted. We've always been taught that the stress system writes its own rules. And now what we've learned in the last few years is that actually we can hack the system. So all of the news channels, all of the social media channels, they've all learned how to hack our system. What I'm going to teach you is how to hack it back. So hack it back, we're going to hack it back. So let's start very, very simply. I'm going to teach you to stretch. First of all, very simple stretch. And then when we've stretched, it's easier to breathe. So sitting, I don't care if you're sitting on the floor, on a chair, sitting, knees apart, curl up, breathe out, curl up. So bring your shoulders forward, stretch open your shoulder blades, compress your intestines, and then holding your knees, chair or on the floor, come up. Keep coming up, keep coming up. Open your chest, take your shoulders back, stretch up and inhale. And then do something really mad, stick your tongue out. And then eyes closed, come down. Come down and it might be absolutely fabulous. You've just gone in and hacked your stress system. By hacking your stress system, I mean stretching all of those stories and all of those sensations out. So let's do that one more time. Curl up, head down, curl up, compress your intestines, and then hold your knees. Huge inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, tilt your belly forward, pull your shoulders back, neck up, stick your tongue out, inhale. And then exhale and come down. And there's this lovely thing, which is called a dopamine rush. You get this rush of hormones that goes, oh, how lovely. That's the first thing. You can stretch the system out, but we're not looking at stretching. We're looking at breathing, but when we stretch, we breathe better. So let's breathe very simply. I've got a phone. I'm going to use my phone to set my timer. So we're going to do a 2-minute breath, actually, because I think most of you are probably new to the breath. So let's just start with 2 minutes. So if you can close your eyes, close your eyes. I'm not going anywhere. Sit beautifully tall and straight. So if you're in a sofa, sit forward so that you're upright. You need to have your chest open, sitting tall and straight, chin slightly dropped, inhaling through your mouth. So tight lips. 5 seconds may be the best you can do, and that's fantastic. Hold the breath, exhale, nose. Inhale, mouth. Hold, nose. We're on 5 seconds. Mouth. Hold, nose. Make sure your face is calm. Mouth. hold, nose. So take a moment. We're going to add a couple more things in now. So we're going to make the breath slightly longer. We're going to aim for 7. At the top of the hold, squeeze the inside muscles of your body. So now it's a 7-second inhale. Hold and squeeze. Pull your pelvic floor, tighten your chest, and then exhale. Release and exhale. Inhale. Hold, make everything tight. And exhale. One more. Hold, make everything tight. And exhale. So if you can, close your eyes. Just take a moment. Just notice, reflect on, you might not need to breathe. There may be no thoughts. Just notice that there may be a really nice stillness. Roll your shoulders, again, resetting your stress system. Okay, so we're going to go back to that breath, but we're going to slow it down. So now we're going to aim for 10 seconds. So just one more minute. Let's see if we can do that. 10 seconds. Make that more quiet. And then gently exhale. Very gently through your nose. If you can, close your eyes. Do. If you need to watch me, that's fine. And again, gently through the mouth. Hold. And again, very quiet, calm breath through the nose. Make this the last one. And exhale. So when you're stressed, relax, be soft. When you're contracted, when you're in the stress system, your breath is very fast. When you breathe in this way and you take over the breath, you tell the stress system that you're okay. So the stress system, you can communicate with it. You can hack it. Your phone, the news, social media make it all go crazy, but you can actually say, no, actually, I'm okay. I'm going to breathe gently and slowly. So let's explore that tightening. Do you remember that tightening? So just for a moment, just join me in doing 3 things. Inhale. Hold the breath, pull up your pelvic floor. So you pull your anus, your sexual organs, and your belly, and then tighten underneath your ribs. Make it tight as if you want to make your waist smaller, and then tighten these ligaments and drop the neck, drop the chin, and exhale. Okay, we're going to play with this now. So this is another way to hack the system. These are major muscle groups that are affected by stress. If my throat was stressed, my voice would be very high and fast. If my diaphragm is stressed, my breathing is fast. If my pelvic floor is stressed, I was told not to be a sex therapist, so I won't explain to you what happens when your pelvic floor is stressed, but let's do this. 3-second inhale, hold the breath, pull, as I just showed you, hold for 7. So let's do that. So 3-second inhale through the nose. Hold, pull, tight. Exhale, 3-second exhale. Hold the breath out, pull tight. 3-second inhale. Hold, pull tight. Exhale. Hold, pull tight. Each time you breathe, you release. Inhale. Hold, pull tight. Exhale. Hold, pull tight, really tight, pull everything tight. Don't crunch up your face. Inhale. Pull tight. Exhale. Hold out, pull tight. Inhale. Pull tight. Exhale. Pull tight. Inhale. Pull tight. Exhale. Pull tight. And now go soft. Just go soft. If you can, sit back with your eyes closed. If you can, it's a measure of how stressed you are. If you can't, allow yourself just to be. There may be no breath, there may be no mind, but you've gone into the system and you've used the breath to say, I'm hacking you. We're good. We're good. So what you've done now is you're letting your body experience itself on a reset. So we need to move on because we don't have very much time. So let's have a look at another breath now, which creates an interestingly different state of being. So we're going to inhale 2 seconds through the mouth, and then we're going to hold for 4. And then we're going to exhale 2 seconds through the nose, 2 seconds through the nose, hold out for 4. So we're going to split the lung capacity in half. So what we're doing is we're taking over the major muscle groups of the body, and we're going into the stress system and we're saying, actually, no, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done. But right now you're mine and I want you to do this. And then the mind goes, oh, okay, so let's do it. So 2 seconds mouth, 2 seconds mouth. So half your lungs, hold for 4. So I'll breathe with you. I'm just going to set the timer. This is one of my favorite breaths. It may not be yours, and that's okay. Let's try. Mouth. So breathe out. And then. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. Nose. Mouth. and relax the breath. If you can, sit back or soften. If you can, have your eyes closed for a moment, please do. So just really gentle, really, really gentle in the body. Again, it's possible no mind, it's possible no breath. So again, you're just letting your system, if it's allowed to be soft, it is a major reset to the hormonal flow in the body, and it affects all of the hormones. And when you release the stress system, you get the positive hormones. So talking about positive hormones, inhale, roll your shoulders again. We're going to go into a slightly more advanced technique, but I don't have very much time with you, and I thought it'd be quite interesting to show you how to release serotonin. I'm in England, I'm in London, and it's 12 something, so I haven't eaten for several hours. I'm assuming we're getting close to lunch. So we're going to do a very particular thing. I've got to teach you how to do it, but it's a way of releasing a hormone, and the hormone serotonin makes it safe enough to be still. So let's just try this. So what I want you to do is inhale and hold the breath. Hold the breath and then pump your belly, but don't let the air move. So block your nose and your throat and pump, and then exhale. So I'm going to do it now. I'm going to exhale, hold the breath out and pump your belly. So what you're going to do is inhale, no air moving. Exhale. Hold the breath out, pumping your belly. Now, just take a moment. It's not an easy thing to teach, but it's important. It's important because serotonin, when you're stressed and depressed, you don't have serotonin. Your body doesn't release it. If you can understand how to do this by holding the breath and pumping, you're going to massage your internal organs. So you don't want to have air moving. So inhale, hold the breath and pump 8 times. Exhale. Hold the breath out and pump 8 times. Inhale. Hold the breath. So you're really pumping your belly like a kind of creature. Exhale. If you can, close your eyes, pump. Inhale. Hold, pump. Exhale. So now on the exhale, really try and really flap your belly. Don't let air move. Inhale. Hold the breath, pump. Exhale. Hold the breath out, pump. One more round, inhale. Pump. And exhale. Last time, pumping. And release. And again, just be soft. Release and be soft. And notice there's a slightly different sensation in the body. And it may be a sensation of a kind of a satisfied stillness. See if that's possibly what you feel. A satisfied stillness. See if it feels like actually, wow, I just could sit here for quite a long time. See if that's the sensation. That's when you release serotonin, and it's a fantastic hormone that we don't get when we're stressed. The body doesn't release it. So just let your brain pick up that serotonin. So just be still for a moment. And possibly the gentleness is extremely delicious. Unfortunately, we can reset the stress system very quickly just by checking our phone or hearing a sound. So just tell yourself, perhaps you're safe enough. And inhale and roll your shoulders. So let me show you another stretch just to release the stress system. So I'm sitting up. I've got my knees wide apart. I've got my ankles crossed, but you could also be sitting cross-legged. I have no idea how you're sitting. I'm wearing black, I'm sorry, but against a black background. But this is my elbow in front of my face. So my hand is on my elbow. Bring your elbow in front of your face, and the other hand is on your knee, on the side where your hand is. So my right hand is on my right knee. My left elbow is in front of my face. I'm going to breathe out, curl up. Breathe out. And then as I inhale, bring the elbow up in front of the face, up, come straight up. And as I inhale, open up the chest and then twist against your knee. So my right hand is pushing on my knee and I'm peeling open, and exhale. Do that one more time. So that's left elbow up in front of the face, right hand on my right knee. Inhale. Coming straight up and then twisting, and boom, everything opens up. And I tell my body, oh, it's okay. Do it on the other side. So I got sunshine streaming in through my window. Left hand on my left knee. Right elbow up. Inhale. Up, and then push against the knee and twist open. And exhale. So we're using the breath again to release. Head down, curl up. Inhale, up. Up, up, up. Oh, divine. Let me just move a bit so I'm not in full sun for you. Okay. Okay, so I've got 5 more minutes of your time. This is an interesting thing. The tongue, if you stick your tongue out, we did it earlier, really stick your tongue out. You might notice you feel your pelvic floor. The tongue releases the vagus nerve all the way through the body. Most of you may not know what the vagus nerve is, but it's your stress system. So we're going to use the tongue to release the vagus nerve. Not everybody can roll their tongue. It doesn't matter if you can't, but you're going to put your tongue out. So if you can't roll it, you're going to still breathe over it. And we're going to do a breath which is called sitali in Hindu, but it also means the straw breath. So we're going to channel the breath through a very tightly rolled tongue. And this is going to be a very cool inhale. And then we're going to stop for a moment and then breathe out through the nose, which is going to be a very warm exhale. So we're using the breath here with the tongue to go into the vagus nerve, to go into all the organs of the body and say, no, I'm good. So if you can't roll your tongue, you still breathe over it. But if you can roll your tongue, breathe out first. If you can close your eyes, please do. And then make your tongue into a straw. And now inhale through a straw tongue. You get to the top of what you can hold for a moment, and then exhale through your nose. So just take a moment. I want you to pay attention to one last thing. The mind is naughty. I've been told I'm not allowed to swear. The mind is very naughty. The mind is very naughty. You manage your mind by making the mind focus on keeping this as smooth as possible. So the inhale, keep it as smooth as possible. The exhale, make it very, very smooth. So carrying on, so fully exhaled through a straw tongue. And then that delicious, warm exhale. Imagine that you could make your exhale into a very beautiful grey cashmere blanket that you wrap around yourself as you breathe out. And then you come back to your inhale. Hold for a moment. And there's that glorious, warm, comforting, very soothing exhale. So you're totally controlling this system. Keep it smooth, keep it soft. This is your last inhale, not ever, just for now. And exhale. And just again, just be soft. Every break that we've had between the breaths is a moment where you can choose to allow your system to have a break. It's like a circuit breaker on an alarm system. Just be supremely gentle in your body. A slight smile helps. Just watch. Slight smile, very, very gentle. You have a core of your body now that's very cool and calm. That Sitali breath is very good for anger and overwhelm. And again, there may be no breath. So if I recap, I showed you how to stretch to release your stress system. Do you remember we did that cross-legged stretch? Let's do it again. So curled up, head down. And as you inhale, you tilt your pelvis forward, you stretch your belly, your shoulders come back, you get to the top of the inhale, you stick out your tongue. And then you come down and the system just goes, oh, how lovely. And there's a rush of dopamine. I showed you how to do the mouth breathing. So inhaling mouth, exhaling nose. I showed you how to do the 3-7. It was actually, we did 3-5 because I think some of you may be new to breath, but it's inhale for 3 seconds, hold, tighten everything, exhale, hold out, tighten everything. So 3 in, hold for 7, 3 out, hold for 7, tighten. And we then did 2-2-4. And then exhaling nose, 2-2-4. And then I think we did pumping. Yes, we did holding, pumping for 8, breathing out, pumping for 8. That's, if you're depressed, that's an amazing breath for depression. And then we just did what's called the straw breath. I've got some lovely comments coming in. If you want to do breath work, we have lots of things on Tri Yoga. They have over 400 classes a week at the moment. Come to Try Yoga, come and do yoga and breath work. I teach core abdominals and pranayama every Thursday morning at 10, but you've got lots of people teaching all kinds of stuff, which really changes people. And I personally believe that we should hack this stress system by all doing yoga and breath work and resetting our system. Do you know, it's been such a privilege to be able to show you this stuff, and I hope it helps. Share it on, teach other people how to do it. We need to hack this awful stress system and actually find a way to enjoy ourselves. Thank you, Try Yoga. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Very lovely to see you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn.
It's a pleasure. Am I allowed to? Yes, I can see you all. Hey, look at you all. How lovely to see you all. Very lovely to see you all. Look at some of you I know. You know all this stuff. Why are you here? Goodbye, beautiful people. Do yoga.